today at the Nintendo Direct, we got our first look at the Xenoblade DLC, the story expansion. We don't even have a title for it. We just know it is still called the Wave 4 DLC. It's gonna have a title, of course, at some point, but we just don't have that yet, which is fine. It's fine. I don't need the title. We got enough. That all I wanted today. I knew we were gonna see the as soon as they announced the Nintendo Direct, I knew we were gonna see the third hero. Oh wait, not third hero, the second DLC hero. But I just wanted just a few second glimpse of the DLC expansion story, and we got it. And the few seconds we got, literally, all we got was a few seconds. The few seconds we got was all I needed to see. Literally. The few seconds, like I said, the few seconds we got was all I needed. I think it's all the fan base needed to see. Now, there is still a whole lot up to interpretation, because at the end of we know that there's going to be heavily focused on the prequel now. I know the question has been, well, does it take place after or before? This is going to take place before. We pretty much got that confirmed. For the longest, I didn't get a chance to make a video about it, but the longest I was just going to talk about why it's going to be a prequel, playing with some other ideas as to what it could be, but now I'm glad I don't have to say what if it's a sequel or something, right? I'm glad it's a prequel. I thought it was going to be a prequel, but I'm just glad we know it's a prequel now, pretty much, and so we can focus on it moving forward, right? So I'm gonna have a live stream discussing it, but let's get into it. So of course we got the new hero. I still don't remember the hero's name because nobody really cares, but the battle mode looks interesting. I don't care. The quote that stands out to me, I'm gonna get it out right now. The quote that stands out to me is what one of the founders, we know one of the statues of the founders, says. Hold up, here it is. He said, like, those are the only words we heard other than Shulk and Rex. We heard Shulk and Rex speak, right? And they're confronting Alvis, who is holding the Monado, and we see Shulk and Rex. My boy Rex easily Rex has had the biggest glow up. Shulk we know as the same voice actor. Rex, of course, has a different voice actor because Rex is a whole lot older now. And I gotta admit, Rex's voice, bro, he didn't hit the glow up, bro. He didn't got himself some wives, and now he's just didn't become an ultra giga Chad, bro. Like, Rex is out here, bro. So we know they're both confronting Alvis, and the interesting thing is that this is Alvis is from, we know he's the third Aegis, right? And so to see him holding the Monado and they're both confronting him, we only see Shulk and Rex do it. So I think this is like a huge conflict. This has to be, I'm pretty sure this may be how they started. But something interesting to note, it's good to see both of them. But I think the most interesting thing to note is that in the statues of the founders, right? The Rex statue mentions that Rex lost an eye, and then in the Shulk statue, the one that we think of Shulk, says that Shulk lost an arm. So I'm thinking, my first initial reaction was Alvis might go a little crazy, and then they both come out damaged. Shulk loses an arm, Rex may lose an eye, just to show how they the results of this conflict with Alvis, because Alvis he's a powerful dude. Even though he's technically the third Aegis, he's the most powerful Xenoblade character because he exemplified the most power we had seen in the Xenoblade character, because he quite literally reformed the world of Xenoblade 1. Pyra and Mythra were powerful, of course, but their showing was not nearly as, I want to say, powerful, just because you got to keep in mind, Alvis literally reset the entire world, right? Pyra and Mythra, they're powerful, but they didn't show the power to just reset the world. So Alvis, I think this just shows that, Alvis is the most powerful Aegis of the three. Well, technically 2 now. Well, I don't know. Malos is dead, but so is it 3 still? But anyway, I think it's going to be interesting because I think we're going to have to see Pyra and Mithra interact with Alvis at some point. I think that's something that's just going to have to happen. Because it'll make them come full circle. But literally we see Shulk Rex, and then we see one of the founders, the one that everyone said looks like Noah, or also I think some people said he looks like a guy from Xenogears. He says like, you killed my grandfather, wasn't enough for you. Like, that's is he Shulk's kid or Rex's kid? I don't know, but we see him start to go into the Ouroboros form. We see the silhouette of the Ouroboros come out of him, and then it ends. This was perfect, just the perfect little teaser, bro. Because we got all the way up until, like, I think they said December is when we can expect this. I think they might push it back to like November or October that we get this extra story DLC. Unless this is going to be their big winter push. We still don't have a December game yet. We know with Pokemon, likely it's going to be just DLC, so we're not going to have a physical Pokemon game. But regardless, we still don't have a December game, so I don't know if they want to push this to be a December game, but I think they're going to put a December game somewhere in there. But regardless, I hope we get this sooner rather than later. I want to get back into this world. I love Xenoblade 3. I haven't really been playing too much of the expansion pass, well, mainly because I haven't even bought it, but seeing this might just push me to get the expansion pass like now, to be honest. But yeah, it's so it's just, there's so much to, like, you can open it now. It's one of those things where we know we're going to be looking at a prequel scenario, but that doesn't necessarily answer a whole lot of questions. If anything, it opens a whole lot of questions. Like, now we know Alvis is back in this joint. Now, Alvis was a person I thought was going to have a major influence in the Xenoblade 3 main story. So now that he is here, I just got to see how it's going to connect. And so this is going to be, oh my god. I made a video talking about Alvis a long time ago. And so I wanted to see, not a long time ago, but like before Xenoblade 3 came out. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how he actually connects to it, the story, and see how accurate that is, if it's accurate. But I just, oh my god, we just having it as a prequel, I think is, like I said, that's something I saw. That's what I thought was going to happen. But regardless, I think that it's going to be open up to see a lot more characters. I don't think we're going to see, obviously I don't think we're going to see every single character. Like, I think Pyra and Mithra, we're going to see them, of course, and Nia. And then from Xenoblade 1, I'd like to see how Shulk ended. But I think that it's, yeah, oh my god, I want to say what I think and what I don't, but it's a whole lot. I think Shulk and Rex may just be cutscenes. I don't know if we're necessarily going to get to play as them. It'd be cool if we did. I'd love to. But they could just be set up as we see them in cutscenes, and we don't necessarily get to play as them, and I'd be okay with that. As long as we just get to see them, because I thought the vibes that we're getting, that we saw, I think is like a very early cutscene. Like, I know it seems very climactic, but I think they start the Xenoblade 3 DLC by showing you this cutscene of Alvis and Shulk and Rex, because, you know, that would actually go back to Xenoblade 1, how it kind of started with a wounded Dunban. I think it'd be interesting if we started with a wounded Shulk and Rex, and then we see Pyra and Mithra tending and Nia tending to Rex, and then we see Melia, Fiora, and other people tending to Shulk, and I think that's how we see both parties. But I'm excited. This is what I wanted. I wanted a prequel. I think everybody wanted a prequel, because we know Monolith Soft does that good with that fan service. But look forward to a video where I think I'm going to do a live stream this weekend, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Doing a podcast with my friend Project Zodiac. Likely we're going to be talking about probably for a few hours about all the theories we have, because boy, does this open a whole bunch of theories, especially just seeing Alvis there. There's a whole lot. that I could go on and on, but we got a prequel, got all we needed to see today. Xenoblade fans, we eating. Make sure to subscribe. More Xenoblade content coming out. Gonna start back up the Xenoblade hype train again. And then this is the third year in a row. We got some Xenoblade news in February, so let's do it. Xenoblade February. I can't think of a nickname for it, but anyway, see y'all in the next video.